Welcome to Realm Explorers, where we explore the exciting mysteries of folklore and legend. Take a seat, my friends, and grab yourself a drink. Please like and subscribe and get ready to step into the unknown, together. Throughout history and every major civilization, stories exist of giants who once walked among us. And yet, these tales have been brushed off as mere myths or legends. However, what if these stories were more than just flights of fancy? What if they held the key to understanding our own origins? The ancient Book of Enoch tells us of beings called the Watchers. They were described as towering entities who descended from the heavens and walked among early humans. These weren't just tall individuals, they were actually described as hundreds of feet tall. They were also said to possess knowledge far beyond human understanding. As we delve deeper into the history books, we find similar descriptions of giant beings from various cultures. In 1912, ranchers in Nevada discovered red-haired mummies over 8 feet tall. Similar discoveries have been reported across the globe, from the Americas to Asia. Some legends from Polynesian cultures even speak of powerful, larger-than-life ancestors. The Marquesas Islands also have legends of a race of warrior that once inhabited their lands, but disappeared by conflicts or environmental changes. Across the globe, on Easter Island, there also exists giant Moai statues. The largest statue, called El Gigante, is unfinished and would have stood around 72 feet tall. And the construction methods of the statues are still a mystery. And these findings often match locations mentioned in ancient texts about giants. Could these statues have been built by the same giants? The Sumerian tablets speak of the Anunnaki as giant beings who came to Earth from the stars. Some texts interpret them as fallen angels or alien beings from higher dimensions. And the Bible tells us of the Nephilim, describing them as heroes of old, men of renown. The Watchers are described as giant beings who interbred with humans, creating the Nephilim. These were a hybrid offspring of human and divine ancestry. According to ancient Hebrew texts, the Nephilim possessed extraordinary intelligence. They taught humans advanced knowledge of astronomy, metallurgy, and construction techniques. So these beings were catalysts of change. They were teachers, bringing civilization to humanity. They built temples, harnessed the power of the earth, and revealed to humans the secrets of the universe. But their presence brought conflict, leading to what many ancient texts describe as the Great Flood. The story of the flood is found in multiple cultures, from the ancient Babylonians to the biblical account of Noah's Ark. These giants were said to have been corrupted by their own power, leading them to abuse their authority with humanity. A great backlash occurred, causing widespread destruction that led to the departure of the Nephilim from the earth. But what happened to these beings after their departure? Some ancient texts suggest that they were banished to the underworld, a realm of darkness and suffering. In Native American mythology, the Jotun giants were said to have been buried beneath the ground as punishment for their wicked ways. The Norse legends tell of the Jotnar, primordial beings of enormous size who existed before the gods themselves. And these beings were eventually banished to the underworld. Greek mythology speaks of the mighty Titans, a race who ruled the world before being overthrown by the Olympians. But then they were banished to live in the depths of the earth. Cultures tell the stories of giants differently, but they share a common event. This event is the downfall of the Nephilim, and the departure of the giants from the earth. Some theorize that these beings still exist in a spiritual realm, watching over humanity and the complexities of life. In fact, the remains of these giant beings can still be found in the archaeological record. From Göbekli Tepe to the pyramids of Giza, we find structures that seem to defy the technological capabilities of their supposed builders. Archaeologists have discovered tools and artifacts that seem designed for beings much larger than modern humans. The Nubian pyramids in Sudan feature elaborate temples and massive structures that exceed the technology of the Nubian civilization. And these structures are not unique to the Nubians. There are similar temples and megalithic sites across the globe, from the Sanskrit temples of India to the Mayan pyramids of Mexico. These discoveries suggest that advanced beings did indeed exist in the ancient past. For centuries, scientists have been studying the human genome, trying to unravel our evolutionary history. However, recent discoveries have raised more questions than answers. There are unexplained gaps in our genetic makeup, which suggest there's more to our ancestry than previously thought. One theory that explains these gaps is the ancient astronaut hypothesis. This idea suggests that extraterrestrial beings once visited Earth. They brought advanced technology and knowledge that helped shape human civilization. Another theory suggests that an advanced civilization existed on Earth before ours, and its people possessed knowledge and technology beyond our comprehension. This civilization may have been inhabited by giants that could outlive and outsmart modern humans. Could the interbreeding possibly have created the genetic gaps we see today? There are isolated anomalies in DNA patterns that can't be attributed to natural mutations. The stories of gods and goddesses may not be just the product of ancient imagination. What if these stories are based on real events, with encounters between humans and giants? Many ancient cultures believed that their gods and goddesses were real beings who walked among them, as they imparted wisdom and guided the course of human events. In Norse mythology, the gods of Asgard were said to be massive beings, often described as giants. Odin, the All-Father, was said to be a giant, with eyes that shone like a star. Similarly, in Greek mythology, the Titans were described as gigantic beings who ruled the early world. Were they inspired by real encounters between humans and giants, a hybrid species, or aliens that once walked among us? It could be a glimpse into our own forgotten past. The stories of giants, like David and Goliath, span every continent and age of human history. What do you think about the possible existence of giants? Share your theories in the comments below, and click the like and subscribe button for more journeys into the unknown. And make sure to check out our most popular Greek mythology coloring book and guide to the gods and goddesses, as well as other product links in the description below. As always, at Realm Explorers, these videos are for entertainment purposes only, but real magic is found within, and it's within the realm of the impossible that we'll find the greatest truths. Goodbye, my dear friends.